Alright, this is it. This is it. Meaning, this is the last track after a long, long journey with Grace VanderWaal. It's been, almost 15, it's like 15 tracks or something crazy like that. It's spanned over such a long period of time because I had so many breaks between where I wasn't doing videos consistently. But we're finishing it out, just like I promised. And after this, I will move on to live performances from Grace VanderWaal, though she will become one of the artists, like all the other artists I watch on my channel, where it's like I'll try to get to her as often as I can, but since I'm juggling so many, it won't be regularly every week like this. And I think that's what I'm going to do from now on, is album songs like this. We'll always have a slot, like one a week. And then when I finish one album, I move on to another one, doing that, just audio ones. So I'll move on to another one after this. It's not Grace VanderWaal. And, keep going like that. There'll always be that first listen style reaction. Always has a place each week, is my game plan at least. So we'll try to do live performances as often as I can with Grace VanderWaal, though. Now I've heard all of her songs at least, so that's something. Well, after this one I will have Hope for Change, bonus track for Target. Shout out to Target for this one. Thank you so much. Interesting. Already a different sound. Okay.
When will we realize we shouldn't touch the fire? 'Cause now it seems we've been pushed to walk the wire. This is just the same old classic stupid day.
Whoa.
You never think through what you're gonna do or say. We don't worry about tomorrow. Should we worry about tomorrow? We just hop on some kind of change.
Nice. This is like a genre change for Grace.
See it, read it, hear it, questions go around so quickly. But I guess that's old news, the same old thing. When will we realize we shouldn't touch the fire? Now it seems we've been pushed to walk the wire. Hey, this is just the same old classic stupid day. You never think through what you're gonna do or say. We don't worry about tomorrow. Should we worry about tomorrow? We just hop on some kind of change.
Okay. I mean,
Hope for some change.
the layering is interesting.
Just hope for some, just hope for some. Just hope for some, just hope for some. When will we realize we shouldn't touch the fire? 'Cause now it seems we're pushed to walk the wire. This is just the same old classic stupid day. You
So that's so different.
what you're gonna do or say. We don't worry about tomorrow. Should we worry about tomorrow? We just hop on some kind of change. This is just the same old classic stupid day. You never think through what you're gonna do or say. We don't worry about tomorrow. We don't worry about tomorrow. We just hop on some kind of change. Just hope for some, just hope for some change.
Okay. Change. Done. Alright, not one of my favorites from her. It was neat. It did some interesting things, like the stylistic choices, which makes it pretty unique from other Grace VanderWaal songs, and it gives a sort of genre shift, but I just don't know if I like the genre shift, so I'm glad it's this one song and it's not what her usual style is like this is, and the focus on the guitar sounds, didn't really like that. I didn't think it was even a particularly pleasant sound, but they stuck with it, and that was kind of the foundation of the song, what it was kind of framed around, that style. And some interesting with the layering of her voice gave an interesting effect, but again, not my favorite from her. It almost went for a more raspy voice than what she usually does, and I think she's got the sweet spot already, and I think it kind of pushed over a little bit too much into that area there in that genre for me. So I appreciate the stylistic choices here, but definitely not one of my favorites in terms of how she does it. And I understand this being a bonus track, this one, more so than Lungs, which I could have seen mixed in with the main album more. But the concept and the writing of the song was interesting, but it's not particularly unique. The hope for change concept has kind of been explored for a bit, but I did appreciate that aspect of it. I just don't think that's enough to make this a standout song for me. So that's it for the Grace VanderWaal album. In terms of my favorites overall, I usually appreciate the more upbeat songs and albums generally, but it's hard to deny Darkness Keeps Chasing Me is probably the best of the album. But it also goes in so many different directions too, which I appreciated. And I also haven't listened to the album particularly many times because I've kind of been waiting to hear the whole thing, and bad mistake on my part because I haven't been able to listen for months and months. I haven't been able to listen to some of the songs more than a couple times since I reacted to them. So I'd like to give them more listens and whatnot. I'm sure I'd appreciate all of the songs. I don't think there are any songs I would hate and be skipping that much. But Darkness Keeps Chasing Me, I like that one a lot. It's really well done. Even early ones like So Much More Than This, that's a lot of fun. There's some great ones in this. Feel free to go back. I have all my Grace VanderWaal videos in a playlist. You can check them out there. Had a lot of fun with this, and I look forward to hearing more from Grace in the future. I'm really glad. There aren't many artists from shows that I watch, America's Got Talent, the American Idols, that when they get out of the show, they put out some really good stuff. It's not just a one mediocre CD and then you don't hear about them again. Grace VanderWaal seems like she really has something going here, which is really great to see. And it's almost like, Haley Reinhart, who I found from American Idol. Her albums were great after they came out, after she was on the show, and continue to be great. And Grace VanderWaal, I predict, will be the same thing. And there were very few of those in these shows, so we really found a special gem here. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I love Grace VanderWaal. Bye-bye.